Hello from Jizerské. I'm here at the start line of Běhej lesy Jizerská. I'm lining up for the 11K today. And it's gonna be a hot one. Today is supposed to be 24 degrees at 11 o'clock when we start, and it's gonna climb all the way up to like 26 degrees. It's definitely one of those races where you just go in, have fun, hang on for dear life, and it's probably not gonna be a PB. But not every race has to be, so let's have fun.
Hezky.
Meters.
A rekord je to 141 100 korun. Veliký potlesk, veliký dík na všechny strany a Czech se samozřejmě... Ještě jednou děkujeme a tuto chvíli...
Děkuji vám moc. And it's a few days later now. I'm back in Prague, which you may see in the background. Besides a medal, I also got these like fake gold, it's not real gold, coins. It's really nice memorabilia to have from a race. And I have just finished journaling because I like to give myself a few days to reflect and because things start to come back to me and I am able to like look at it from like zoomed out point of view. So I like to write down all the details, obviously, like how it went, what was my predicted time, what was my real time, organizational info, and how I trained for the race. And I also write the details about the training plan that, let's say, I had to like skip runs, just so I can remember that later on when I need to come back to this information to, let's say, train for something similar. So for example, I'm gonna be coming back to trail running later in the spring of next year, so I know that I'm gonna be coming back to this these notes to devise some kind of plan for the summer. And I also note down the clothes, just so I know like if I made some kind of bad judgment when it comes to clothes, or if I need to think of something else. And it's like a lesson for me to learn actually what kind of gear fits me well and what kind of mistakes I should prevent next time. So for example, this time I learned that my Hokas, even though they are extremely comfy, I really like these shoes, they are a little bit too big for me, and that is a good thing to learn. So next time I need to buy a slightly smaller shoe. And then the last thing that I like to do is to reflect on what went well and what I need to work on next, which is what I want to wrap this video with. So what went well was that my time and the way I run exceeded my expectation. In the beginning of this video, when I was still on the race, I said that this is probably not gonna be a PB race because it was meant to be very hot, and it was between like 24 and 26 degrees Celsius, so this is what it is in Fahrenheit for my American viewers. And I actually ran the fastest time on this particular route because I went to Jizerské twice before to practice this exact course and to learn like what I actually need to work on. And I ran the fastest time. So I credit that to not only the training plan, but also to the race atmosphere. Like I really get carried away by the crowd, which is a good and a bad thing. I feel like the more races I do, the better I manage seeing other runners being like so much faster, but still works like a motivation, and I see it as a positive thing where I am able to push myself compared to when I run alone, and I maybe sometimes slack a little bit on the on the pace because I'm just stopping and enjoying the nature and taking pictures and making videos. But in a race, I'm just like so focused on running, and I think that's a good thing. And I feel like overall I have progressed with like running in a terrain. I feel like I can read better the terrain and make better decisions quicker on how to run. I feel stronger running downhill than I feel running uphill. So I know that for the next training block I want to focus more on running hills, and I also want to incorporate hills in my other trainings that are perhaps not focused on that, but I just feel like it's something that I want to keep practicing. And I've also made like one little adjustment, and that is that I increased the cadence of my steps, and I feel like it made a big difference with my calves because I quite suffer with my calves being overloaded. I think I just ran with a way lower cadence than that I should, which is apparently a typical beginner mistake. And also I run without a watch, so I don't know what my exact cadence is because I'm just recording everything on my phone, and your phone doesn't give you the information of your cadence. Your Strava doesn't do that for you. So I just kind of do it by feeling, and it definitely worked. Now moving on to what I need to work on, and I overall want to work on my technique because as you could see probably in the clips where my family filmed me, my running technique is a little like robotic. I feel like I run kind of like heavily. So I want to work on that. I know about this issue and it's improved over time, and it's because of my hips. I have like very tight hips and weak glutes and weak core. So I have been working on that and I need to keep on working on that. I think it's about time that I take some lessons with a running coach and let's see if I can improve my technique. And besides that, I also want to learn a proper technique on how to effectively run uphill and downhill. And if you guys have any tips for videos that have helped you, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'll be really grateful for all of your tips. And that's it. That's a wrap on my first ever trail race, and I hope you enjoyed it. And in advance, thank you for your tips, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!